So you've kind of spoken before about how supportive, Glasgow is as a scene and how welcome it is. Did you always find it like that, or did you have to kind of work to build a fan base?
Yeah, that's a funny question. No, actually, I don't feel like I needed to work. It's always been a really nice, supportive environment. But I didn't know that there was a music scene when I was growing up. I kind of grew up in a little bit of a bubble, and I had no clue that there was even a music scene in Glasgow. So then when I actually met other people that did music, we all used to go to this place called La Bodega, which was a little tapas bar in the middle of nowhere down in Scotstoun, and there was an open mic there called the Raspberry Jam. And we all used to just jam and make pals and just get pissed. It was great. It was really good fun, and all the people that I met there are still my core group of friends today. And now we've met even more musicians, and we're all doing other things. But everyone's so supportive. It's just such a nice environment to play in.
I guess playing in that wee venue as well kind of helps you to cut your teeth and kind of...
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. I developed a total style in there. And just grew my confidence in just getting to know people, because I was a bit of a shy kid at school. So just getting to know other musicians was really, really great, yeah.
And then kind of the complete juxtaposition of that Transmit. What's your mindset kind of going into a gig like that?
Yeah, it's cool. I love Transmit. I think it's a really cool festival. My mindset going into it, I don't know, it's just another gig, isn't it? Just another gig. If I was headlining the main stage, then I'd be a wee bit nervous. But no, it's good fun. And again, all my pals are playing the same stage, and it's just a really nice day in the park with your friends listening to music. It's great fun.
So you didn't there wasn't any more pressure than a normal gig?
No, I wouldn't say so. If anything, the smaller the gig, the scarier it is. If I'm playing to 5 people, you feel like you kind of got to, if you're playing to an audience of 100, you can win over people silently. But an audience of 5, you've kind of got to work quite hard. So yeah, the small things, charity gigs are scary. Wee things are scary. Big things are actually quite nice. Yeah.
Once you kind of get up on stage, what's it like? Does a lot of that kind of go away? Is it easy once you're up there?
Once I get past the first song, it's fine. Well, because it's kind of changed now, because I start my set with a song on my synthesizer, and then once that's done and finished, it's oh great, okay, that's it, brilliant, okay, now I'm on a roll, I'm on to the next song. But the next song I pick up my guitar for the first time, so it's starting again. And there's been plenty of times where I go to play the first song on my guitar, and I forget how to use it, and it's just you're going from one thing to another. So usually once the first song's finished, I'm fine. But it just depends on the situation, really. Yeah.
I do want to speak a wee bit about recorded stuff as well.
Yeah.
The EP, obviously.
Cool. Yeah.
Before we kind of get into the musical side of it, the video for that, I wanted to ask what the filming of that was like.
Oh, the Fox video.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a video that the budget for that was £20, and that included making dinner for the people who helped film it that night. It was just super DIY. I kind of had a vague idea of what I wanted to happen, storyboarded it, and then I got my friend Ailey and my friend Elizabeth and my friend Andrew to just come to the park and just got the shots that we wanted, just danced about for a while, tried to kind of navigate a little storyline within it, and then just edit it on iMovie for weeks, because iMovie sucks. But just try and I don't know, make as much out of as little as we had, really.
I really quite like it though, because the kind of playful nature of the song shines through a lot.
That's nice. Cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a wee proud moment, because it's not mad, the most amazing quality. It's not a big budget production, but it's just cute, and I did it myself, so I was really proud of it. Yeah.
And in terms of those first songs, kind of all the stuff you write is so personal and intimate.
Yeah.
Out of that EP, what was the most kind of personal song on it?
On the EP.
Yeah.
They've all got their little stories, and they're all about, each one of them's about a certain person, and they're all different people, or about a certain moment. But probably the Annie's Land Lights is the most kind of, I don't know, it's the most visceral when it comes to lyrics. It's very, very specific to one person and one person's life, and what their house looked like, and what their mum was like, and things like that. So that's very, very particular. So I'd say that's the most personal. But yeah, it's difficult to really put a finger on it, I suppose. Yeah.
And when you're writing songs, do you know exactly what they're written about, or does the meaning sometimes come after and you can then kind of link it?
Yeah, always. Yeah, it always comes after. It's really weird. Sometimes I'll write a song and I'll just come up with cool lyrics, and then afterwards it'll be like a journey of self-discovery, and I'll figure out what the hell it's been about this whole time. But I've done, that's if I'm writing a song by myself, but if I'm writing a song with someone, and I've done way more co-writes recently than I have writing by myself, it's different because you're kind of trying to form a storyline off of something that you might have figured out to begin with, and it'll always kind of change and develop. But yeah, you're kind of working more to a script with a co-write. When I'm by myself, I just do whatever I want, really.
Do you prefer writing by yourself, or?
I don't know. It's you get a lot more done when you're writing with someone else, because I'm quite bad at sticking to things sometimes. I am and I'm not, and sometimes I'll like write a couple of lines of a verse and I'll think, ugh, I'm not into this, I'll just go do something else. But when you're writing with people, it's like it's kind of the expectation that you come away with a finished song. So I've written way more finished songs with people, but I don't know, they're all kind of different. I like learning about people. I like learning about how people work, and that tends to happen with a co-write. Yeah.
As for songs that you write for yourself, do you have friends that you maybe show them to, or trusted people that you would run them past before you record them, or release them in the world?
Yeah, I don't really show my songs to anyone. My parents were getting really annoyed at me because I've been working on songs for like a year and a half now, and they've not heard anything, and they're a bit like, come on, when we're going to hear something, like, so yeah, I mean, I tend to kind of keep it to myself, or I'll show my girlfriend, and then that'll be it. Really. Yeah, on my management, I'll show my management, and then if they like it, then it's great.
And in terms of stuff that you have been writing over the last year and a half, how does that compare to the EP that came out? Is it quite different?
Yeah, super different. So, well, it's still got that kind of, the lyrics are all still very personal, and I think my lyric style is still the same, but just the sound has changed quite a wee bit, and now I'm using like synthesizers. I'm playing a lot more lead guitar than rhythm guitar, and I've like totally ditched the acoustic guitar now, really, and I'm just electric all the way, really. So it's changed a bit, yeah, changed a bit, hopefully for the better.
And when you head into the studio to record stuff, does it change a lot in the studio, or does it stay?
Yeah, totally does. Well, I suppose the new stuff that I've been writing has, I tend to do a lot of demos myself, and I'll come into the studio with an idea, but then the producers that I've been working with recently have their own kind of visions of it, just like any producer does, so it does kind of go in a different direction, and there's a couple of songs that have started off one way and actually gone in a totally different direction. There was one song I was writing that was kind of this, I don't really know what to call it. It was, either way, it ended out sounding like Carly Rae Jepsen, and I was like, this is not where it began, but I love it. So yeah, we're just playing about really in the studio, but yeah, it always kind of ends up slightly different.
Yeah. And we spoke about earlier about how personal all the songs are. Is it ever tough putting that stuff out there for everyone to hear if it is that personal?
Yeah. Sometimes, but also I don't really care to, because it's like, I think that's what is really nice about my music, and nice when other people do it, is just humanity in songs, personality in songs, writing about something that you can tell when someone's written a song that is something about them and something to do with them, because you can tell by the way they perform it. You can tell by the melodies they use or the certain words they use. I can't even remember the question. What was the question?
Is it ever tough putting that?
Oh yeah, no, no, not really. I kind of always gravitate towards, even if I'm writing a song with someone else, and it's going in a direction of something that isn't particularly personal to me, I'll try somehow find a link in it that is personal to me, and I think, oh well, that kind of sounds like it could be about this person, or it sounds like it could be about this time. So I'll always try find a link for it. Yeah. Yeah.
And to round it off, which artist would you say you kind of connect with more than any other, and you feel more of a personal connection?
Oh my god. One person. Wallace Bird, which I wouldn't say that because you'd usually be like, I love Christine and the Queens or I love St Vincent, but Wallace Bird I think I'll always go back to for someone who's just so, she could play any of her songs just with an acoustic guitar, which she usually does, and it sounds like the track, or it sounds like, it just sounds what it's supposed to be. She's a brilliant lyricist, she's got a real ear for melody, and she's absolutely incredible when it comes to rhythm. So yeah, I'll always go back to Wallace Bird. Yeah, she's my favourite.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.